Today I'm going to try to repair a giraffe retractable hose reel. I got this warranted. I bought the extended warranty from Amazon and they shipped a new one but didn't want the old one back, so it is leaking from the inside. I already did a repair on the end of the hose, and so I figured just give this a try. Worst case scenario, I throw it away. But if it's a quick and simple fix that can show you how to possibly replace your hose if it does go bad, or just repair, kind of like what I am with a leaky seal. Alright, I took the access plate off on both sides. Here you'll just see 5 Phillips screws. On this side there's a snap ring, and then you can see a little belt right there. So I'm assuming the spring is external to the actual reel, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so it looks like you only take the side off with the actual snap ring on it. So you just basically are taking all the screws out on the outside, and we're going to find out if the leak is right in this area where there's something plastic busted, or just an O-ring inside of there, or up inside of here where the actual hose clamps to this plastic piece. And we'll see how that goes and go from there. Alright, I put the hose back on and put an end on it just to pressurize it. It looks like this is just a clip that pulls up, and then that brings this loose, and I'm assuming there's an O-ring in there, and that should be all that it is, but let's find out. Well, I took out that clip we talked about, and now it's squirting, so hopefully that's the problem. Alright, at this point I had to unreel the entire hose, and it doesn't spring because this is what causes the spring to wind when something holds this. But I have to loosen those 2 screws right there to pull the hose out. I think we solved the problem. I know it's going to be hard to see on video, but if you see how it's a little bit deformed, I think the O-ring got caught as they were assembling it and kind of went out of the groove, and that may just be our issue right there. Just put a new O-ring, we'll see if it works. So it looks to be a little multifaceted issue. I cut this off because it was leaking around this coupler, so that's not something I can just easily fix. I'm going to go try to take that metal piece off and then just use a hose clamp. Alrighty, there's what's left. I just kept prying up on that edge of that brass coupling and then pulled on the hose until I got it out. So I should be able to slip the hose on with a hose clamp, and that should be the same thing, which is what you would also do if you were replacing the hose. I can't imagine this won't work, but I will say that it's definitely a little bit of work to get done. Okay, here's hopefully the finished version of that. Plenty of room in there for the hose clamp, so I'm not too worried. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to hook this back up and see if everything works good. There's also 2 seals here that ride on this piece. I'm gonna put a little lube on that before I put that back in. That goes on there, then that connects to there. Got her back together. Now is the real test. There is not a drop of water forming in there. I think we successfully repaired this. Oh, there's a drop. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a little drop every now and then. It was the crazy, insane leak that was coming out that I'm not okay with. So it wasn't too bad, maybe an hour's worth of work or so, and this works good. That's awesome. It was like $150 or $200 or something like that, so not a crazy amount, but if you can save a little money here and there, it's always worth it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and call this a success. It does leak 1 drop every few seconds, but as you can see, I kind of ruined the concrete with having it mounted there. So obviously mounted in the Strawberry patch, it isn't going to hurt anything to drip a little water here and there. The wife will be happy, and now she has a hose reel that works again without dripping all over the place.